here we go again. Just as the United Kingdom settles into the dignified hush of Remembrance Weekend, a time for solemn reflection on actual sacrifice, who should come clattering onto the world stage, desperate not to be forgotten? You guessed it, the Duke and Duchess of Desperate, broadcasting live from their Californian Palace of Irrelevance. It's become as predictable as rain in London. As the real royals perform their duties, Harry and Meghan remember it's time to update their Instagram, while Catherine, the ever-poised Princess of Wales, was guiding a remarkably composed Prince George at his very first festival of remembrance, a picture of quiet duty and future monarchy. What were the Sussexes up to? Why, cooking up a major announcement, of course. The timing wasn't just suspicious, it was a masterclass in petty look-at-me narcissism. Honestly, you can just picture them huddled over a glowing laptop in Montecito, waiting for the first photos of Kate to drop before screaming, "Go, go, go! Post it now!" Back in the real world, the scene at the Royal Albert Hall was one of genuine gravity. There was Catherine, a vision of understated elegance in navy, a single poppy her only adornment, teaching her son what it truly means to serve something greater than your own brand. Young George, bless his heart, looks serious and steady, grasping the weight of the moment in a way his uncle seems to have entirely forgotten. As one sharp-eyed observer put it, this is what being British is all about, Harry. Not your endless whinging about banter, pubs and football. It was a perfectly cutting reminder of everything he threw away. But let's not let a moment of national mourning get in the way of a good PR push. Just as the royals settled in their seats, the Archewell Foundation suddenly jolted into action, blasting out a post about food donations. On a Saturday night, no less. How incredibly noble. As one commenter brilliantly quipped, "Seems weird to post about charity work on a Saturday night. I guess nothing good was on TV." The internet, as always, was ready with the searing truths. "I'm surprised Meghan didn't film herself stepping over soldiers' graves again," another jabbed, a vicious but frankly understandable sentiment given their past antics. And the jokes just kept coming. "I'm shocked she didn't pin a poppy to the back of Archie's head and upload it to Instagram the minute she saw George was at the festival." It's cruel, maybe, but is it wrong? The pattern is so blatant, so utterly predictable, it's practically begging for mockery. It's this pathological need to shadow the royal family that is just so fascinatingly tragic. For a pair who screeched so loudly about wanting to escape the gilded cage, they seem utterly incapable of detaching. Every single royal engagement is met with a perfectly timed Sussex countermove. A solemn ceremony in London? Here's a glossy black and white photo of us looking purposeful in California. A major royal tour? Quick, launch a new podcast. It's a pathetic performance of authenticity, so painfully choreographed, it fools absolutely no one. People are over it. They see right through the charade. I really hate that they keep pretending to be working royals, issuing statements, lecturing everyone about kindness and community. One exasperated person summed up, "Nobody cares. The narcissism is exhausting. Please just stop." And that's the beautiful irony, isn't it? They stormed out of the monarchy to forge their own path, yet their entire existence is still defined by its shadow. Every move they make is a reaction, a desperate attempt to prove they're still relevant. Meanwhile, a world away, Catherine and George did the one thing Harry and Meghan seem constitutionally incapable of. They just showed up. No fanfare, no self-congratulatory press release, no desperate plea for attention. They performed their duty with a quiet grace that speaks louder than any slickly produced Archewell update ever could. It's the kind of steadfast service that doesn't generate clicks, but builds a legacy. You could see it in the simple, loving way Catherine held her son's hand, in the boy's sombre little face, and in the profound, respectful silence of a nation honouring its heroes. Compare that to the glossy, oddly timed rollout of the Archewell Food Initiative. It was a jarring reminder that while the royals remember the fallen, the Sussexes will always remember themselves first. This entire weekend put the whole sad saga in a nutshell. 2 families, 2 continents, and 2 completely different definitions of duty. In London, you had reverence and restraint. In Montecito, you had branding and buzzwords. So yes, you can bet your last dollar Meghan was scrolling through her phone, saw the glowing coverage of Kate and George, and decided it was the perfect moment to remind the world of her own charitable heart. Perhaps next year she'll finally take a leaf out of the King's book and actually tie her lifestyle brand to a cause, announcing a portion of profits will go to charity. But don't hold your breath. For them, charity was never about quiet giving. It was always about the curated optics. And that, right there, is the ever-widening chasm between remembrance and relevance.